Yes guys, hello and good morning. Welcome to the 10th of January 2023 and me with a new haircut. It's looking alright. I'll big myself up. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But today we've got a pretty chill day, so I'm going to think of a little way that I can sort of educate. We'll see. Let's get on to it. So this right here is my editing setup. So I'm going to run you today a little bit through what's going on here, but also my workflow. I've been getting a few questions about that. So I'm going to run you through a little bit of what my editing and workflow looks like when creating content. So my current project I'm actually working on with Billy is a little bit of a top secret thing. So we're not going to open that and look at this. Instead, I've dug this one out. This is unreleased footage that I actually filmed ages ago of making football crocs. So if you want to see this video, it's obviously not edited, but I thought it was a good way to sort of show you guys a bit of how it goes for longer form content at least. If you want to see this, do let me know because it's just been sitting here and I just have the footage and I haven't used it. But for now, let's dive into a bit of what's going on in front of you. So as you guys can see, I use Premiere Pro. Adobe and Premiere Pro are just my go-tos because I feel like they've just got a lot more depth than the other editing software that I've used or played around with, and I've been using them now for like 8-10 years. So it's just a standard practice for me to use these. Highly recommend if you're getting into video editing. And the first step I do whenever I'm starting a project like this, obviously you've got so many files. If I quickly scroll through this is all the footage that will make up the video. So the first thing is to get rid of the crap and find all the good. So a couple ways you can do this. You can either do this through watching the clips on here, but what I tend to do, drag everything onto the timeline and then I start working my way through filtering out all the crap until I have all the clips that I need, which is kind of where I'm getting to at this point here. So from here, my next step is to start building and working out this narrative. I'm just going to play with the first few clips because obviously that's not being done. But at this point, you've got to work out what you want your video to look like. What's the narrative? What's the storyline? What's keeping people engaged in this first 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 30 seconds? How we're going to keep people there. And in this case,
we're taking the world's most fashionable shoe, Crocs, and turning them into football boots. Let's do it. First step.
It's a simple intro with a little bit of punching in, punching out. And honestly, that's probably moving too slow for me. There's a few frames in there that I can chop up and get moving quicker. And it might even be worth adding something before that to suck people in. But that is definitely a key part. Your first 30 seconds of a video is the most important part of the video. Oh no, and I've gone and messed up words and this is staying in the video. So yeah, that's the most important part. Nice. At this stage, you've also got to identify what type of video you is. So this is just an on-pitch playtest and a bit of fun. But then if you're doing something like a product video, it might be worth finding your music before you get started with your edit because that sets your mood, that sets your tone. Whereas something like this, it's all about what's going on. The music isn't too crucial. There'll be parts where it does play a big part, but it's not what I need to base the whole piece of content around. So definitely keep that in mind as well. At this point, intro got people hooked, done. Now, how quickly and effectively can I tell the story and the narrative of what I want to get across, making sure that this video moves as fast as possible without leaving or losing the story. But people's attention spans are so short these days. So at the moment, I've got 26 minutes of footage. Honestly, I'll be looking to get that down to 10, maybe less, 12 maximum. But that's how quick and how rough you've got to be at keeping people entertained. And that's a space which I'm really challenged with doing these videos because I'm trying to keep you guys entertained, but I can't edit or chop down anything. So that's why I speak quicker like this and I talk a little bit faster, I'm talking crap. But it's true. When you move the video quickly, people stay entertained and interested. Stuff like this is a bit more long form and I've got to work out how to edit this while not editing it. So that's the challenge that this provides me, which when you're doing a standard edit is much more easy to navigate. So pretending that I've trimmed up everything, the visual part of this video is moving quickly. Of course, that is going to change because now the time would begin to start working on the audio portion of the video. Now, a lot of people neglect the importance of audio when it comes to video because everybody thinks it's about seeing. But I always say we listen to music, we listen to podcasts, but we don't watch any sort of video without audio on it. So it is actually some of the most crucial part. So once we start working on this bit, it's time to add music, it's time to add sound effects, and it's time to bring the whole piece together. At this point, it is also time to add those little sprinkles, those little bits of uniqueness that make your video yours. You've got to make sure you stand out from the crowd. There's no point creating what everybody else is creating. So you've got to add those points of difference, and this is the time to do it. Get all those little touches, special cherries on top, and make that video look beautiful. The other thing that's crucial when it comes to content creation is how quickly you can create the content, because obviously everything is moving so quick, content is in such demand. You need to be able to produce what you're making quick and efficiently. So you might have seen I haven't mentioned anything at all about color correction. That's something that on a project like this, it's an extra step of complication that I probably don't need to do. If I was filming a big piece for production, like a documentary or something like that, definitely that is something that would need to be looked at in those regards. But for something like this, TikToks, etc., I'm more than happy with what comes out of the camera and the color grade, especially back in a good lighting environment like this in Sydney. So those are factors as well. Don't overcomplicate stuff beyond what you actually need to do. Work out where your content sits and what production level, and maximize that as much as you can, but also with efficiency to be able to produce it as much as you can. I feel like I've absolutely rambled on about video, and I've only just scraped the surface, and I'm sorry if you're not interested in this sort of thing, but if you are, let me know, because I can go a lot more in depth about it. But for now, I'll leave you with this.
Target. I'm hitting it.
Oh, if only that hit. Let's go carry on with the day. That's enough of that. In all seriousness though, if you do want to see that video of me play testing football Crocs, get a bit of action down in the comments below, and I will think about trying to carve out some time to edit that and chuck it up on my other channel. But yeah, it's a bit of work, so that's why I'm doing these vlogs at the moment, because I don't have time for that. But if you guys send enough love, I'll think about it. Just realized this will probably be my thumbnail and title, and I haven't got the thumbnail face yet, so wait, need to fix that here. Jeepers. That's got to do, surely. Alrighty, so little update. It is now currently early afternoon, and we're heading to the Wingroves because we've got a bit of a session filming with the kids after they finish school. Going to be creating some TikToks and bits and pieces like that. So Uber's on the way, and we're getting on the move. Just like that, we're outside for the first time today, and you'll never guess what it's doing. It's drizzling. When we moved to London, everybody did say, oh, winter's miserable, the weather's terrible. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure it'll be cold and stuff. But it just sets in and it just sits here and it just drizzles the whole time. Oh, that wind is cold. Good thing we cut my hair yesterday. I think the last clip I filmed was me in lovely weather. Oh no, it was Uber, but just an update. It's now night time and it's still me in lovely weather. So we're back home, and I am back where I started the day, back on Premiere Pro, whipping up an edit. But this one is a little bit different. Mason Mount, his birthday is today, and he wore my boots on a shoot. So I think I'm just going to make up a cute little happy birthday post with him wearing my boots, and we'll see how that goes. Just like that, video done, a cheeky little 30-second number. Just saying, Mason wearing my boots. I saved this, you know. You gotta go see it. Gotta go onto the socials to see a little thing that's happened here. Go check it out on Tom_is my name on Instagram if you don't follow me there. If you don't follow me there, you're a real one, by the way, because that means you found me on YouTube, which there's not many of you. It's all good. But anyway, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Actually, this could be the thumbnail and title, you know? Just give me 1 second. Alright, let's give this a little try, just in case you never guess a pro footballer that wore my boots. Oh. Content. For real though, if you do want to hear a bit more of the story about these and what it was like to be on set with Mason Mount, what he was like, legend by the way, that could be a story for a later time. But if you do want to hear about that, let me know in the comments down below. But as I was saying, as always, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you in the next one. Overexposed. It is currently 11:52 and I've just realised that today I have not taken my B-reel. So I was about to go and post a video. I've uploaded it and everything, but we cannot be having that. So of course we have to get this B-reel taken. Jeepers creepers, that was a close one. Good start. Now number 2. Beautiful Mason Mount boots, that'll do the job. Now I have got to go add this clip to the end of the video and re-upload it, tags, blah blah blah. Thanks for watching, I'll see you tomorrow.